everybody. Blessings to you.
Hello, hello.
We have a little bit of an awkward sound in the background. Let's see if we can get some of that sound cleared up for you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us for Let's Talk Empath, another episode. It is not episode 3, it is episode 4. I apologize for that confusion in our commercial, our opening video. But today, episode 4 is going to be very deep. And we would like to dive into some of the things that are challenging for
Yes.
empaths, struggles, and things that they go through, and what you can do to regain, recharge your battery, and regroup.
Yes, indeed. I think everybody needs to know how to be able to ground themselves and handle each situation um, to help them move forward in either business relationships or their personal relationships.
That's right. And again, if you would like to follow us, Let's Talk Empath also has a Facebook page. Please be sure to follow us on Facebook at Let's Talk Empath. And you can find us every second and fourth Tuesday of the month, hosting a live show, just like we're doing right now, of Let's Talk Empath, sharing with you different topics that we find that are helpful to other empaths and other people who are not even empaths, but maybe you live with someone who's very sensitive and they are an empath. They're involved in mediation. They do a lot of meditation, and maybe there's a lot of things that you don't understand about them that maybe this might help. There's a lot of reasons to watch this show. Dive into it, you'll know.
Exactly. I'm having a little technical difficulties on my end.
Okay, that's no problem. Be sure to subscribe to Lizzie. We'll get it all taken care of. Maybe you just go back and you can come right back in, Lizzie, if that'll help. Subscribe to Lizzie on YouTube at Elizabeth Smith 627, ladies and gentlemen, and also check out some of her amazing books by Lizzie Smith. You can find them available on Amazon.com. You'll find them specifically under Lizzie Martinez or E.M. Martinez. And also, if you would like to purchase handmade jewelry by Lizzie Smith, message her via Facebook at Lizzie Smith. So we are going to take a minute to also share some of her other stuff while she is getting her technical difficulties situated, and then she'll come right back into the show. So you can also find her on TikTok at Lizzie.Smalls. It's Sunday, and it's been kind of like a long and yet it went fast day. I kid you not. I really don't really know what else to say other than it started out cold this morning and then it got hot. And once it got hot, I really had to leave that strawberry festival. Oof, went to a strawberry festival with my family and I had a good time, but it was very exhausting. Um, I'd have to say that I had some practice. You'll be proud of me. I did have some practice while I was out there putting up my shield. As an empath, we get drained easily. So right now the audio keeps going in and
Yes, we
out.
do.
And are you good? I can hear you perfectly well, Liz. I can hear you perfectly well. All right.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, Liz, we can get into it. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and start your tarot reading.
Okay. I'm going to do my love reading with my favorite cards.
So
All
how's the
right,
weather over
I'm going to
here
do a
at Liz?
3 card drop.
Woo!
It's kind of cool.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go.
All right, the first card is showing that if you were waiting to be married, it's not in the cards for you right now. You're um, so don't be expecting any wedding plans, any engagement. It's just not in the works for you right now. Your next card is the runner. Now, this kind of explains why the person isn't interested, because they're codependent on other things and they're not ready to settle down yet. It's not for them to do that. They may have a fear of intimacy, they may have a fear of partnership, they may have a fear of anything that has to relate to any sort of relationship wise. They don't want to feel pinned down to it, which in the end you'd be heartbroken anyway over it. So it's not even worth the chance of wanting to continue to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't really want to be in it with you. You may have all these feelings for this person, but in the end, it's not going to work out. So I'm sorry to those who are looking for those engagement, wedding bells. It's not going to happen. That person is just not ready to settle.
Okay. So what other message do you have for those who they probably were expecting it? They're probably gonna say, "Oh my God, really? Nothing? No wedding vows, nothing like that." Any encouragement?
I I think
Maybe it's
maybe
too soon.
you need to yeah, it could be too soon. If you've known a person for a year, and I'm feeling this is around 6 months to a year relationship where people are expecting, I've been with this person and I want to be a wife. I'm ready to do this, and that person's
Hmm.
just not ready for that.
Okay.
So if you are the type that you want something instantaneous without really getting to know the person, then
You
don't
just might want to take a
expect
step back.
wedding ring.
Yeah. You might want to take a step back, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, and just analyze the situation first. Don't jump head in right now. It's just probably not a good. Doesn't mean it's never going to happen, or maybe it's just maybe they're not the one. But you won't know if you jump right in. You just take your time. Trust me. A million reasons to take your time. Could be financial. It could be intimate relations. Could be a lot of things you
Yes.
kind of overlooked. So you might want to look into that. I'm gonna go ahead and get into my tarot deck using the Goddess Tarot deck. Okay. Liz and I, we're kind of doing things a little bit differently for you all, giving you, some extra readings. Um, okay. So what I see right now, we have staves
Yes.
reversed, five of staves reversed, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is really showing your present position and taking time because there's just too many things out of whack. You don't want to make any decisions too soon. It's just too soon. Um, and if you make a decision just based off of impulse, it's not going to work out. You need to really think things through. You won't regret it. Moving beyond pettiness to realize what's important, unifying forces, overcoming obstacles. There's certain things that need to be dealt with currently. So right now in this current position, you really have a lot of things that are emotionally against you. There's just too much at stake to lose should you make the this kind of ambitious decision. Okay, consider this: Five of Cups. Okay, I pulled you a Five of Cups. Consider that you'll be left with less than what you expected. Consider that you might have too much of your fill. Too much of anything is no good. Too much of anything is no good. And so that's another reason why you're being called to just take it slow. No matter what you're doing right now, financially, in a love relationship, take it slow. A you have to be on the lookout for disappointment with intimate relationships, disillusionment, and sadness. Concentrating on problems instead of assets, desire to move on, and a growing awareness that relationships are what you make of them. So again, we're having that thing, that connection, Liz, with everything aligning with your reading and my reading. Everything is consistent. You're being told to just wait. So listen to my girl Lizzie. She knows what she's talking about. And she looks so pretty tonight. I must say. I mean, you look pretty. I really like your shirt. Is it a dress or a shirt?
It's a shirt.
It's a shirt. Now, if you want to get to a point in your life where you're ready to move forward, I know. Um, you have the movement card, which is show that, but that is going to take place in your third position. That's the most out likely. That's the goal that can be achieved. You can find yourself moving forward should you just think things through. Take your time. The past, the past that took place, you have Eight of Swords. It really left you in the dumps. Perhaps you had somebody who was a hater, and they were coming at you with all these swords, these daggers. They really were poking you in the back. Maybe you didn't know they were doing it. Maybe you didn't know. Um, maybe you had some inclination of someone being a hater and not really liking that you're happy and they're not. Remember, misery loves company. So thinking that they were the friend that you thought they were, you didn't even expect that they would backstab you the way that they did. So it left you feeling so defeated. It left you feeling so defeated. And that is why you're being called to just think things through. And that wasn't the only person that left you feeling like that. Again, I really relate the numbers to how many people and sources caused that to you. Okay, just like Five of Cups, just like every number, it really relates to the elements in your life, the people. King of Swords reversed in your fifth position. That really is showing that you didn't have as much control as you thought you did. You really thought that you had a plan that was going to succeed, but it didn't work out. And again, there's people that obviously are jealous. You got some haters. I'm seeing that very clearly. I'm seeing that they are pretending to be neutral with you. They're pretending to be a friend or friends. Watch it. People do that. They just want to find out what you're doing, what you're up to, and when you're going to make the next move and what it's going to be. And they just so people are probably competing with you more than what you thought. But the outcome is looking good financially once you get your head on straight and you take your time, you make those decisions wisely. You will come out with abundance. You have Prince of Pentacles, so showing that you're going to be hanging on to that coin for dear life. Like, I am not going to spend this money if I don't have to. Because the way you feel right now is Five of Pentacles reversed. You feel financially in a rut. You're in a rut. You feel stuck. That's going to leave you stagnant. That's going to make you feel like a lot of finances help us go places, helps you get to that next party, helps you like, travel to go see family, travel to go get a vacation. Use your Groupon app. Seven Cups. Now, how people look at you, ways they may help or hinder. This is really showing that you have a lot of elements. So there's a lot of people who see you differently. There's people who see you as a snake. They see you as somebody who's vindictive. They see you as somebody who's up to no good. And then you have your friends, you have real people who love you, who care for you, who support you. And they whatever you want to have, they want you to have that. So you have to watch out. You have a few people that are against you, a few people that are on your side. And knowing who is who, you know who is who. You just have to pay attention. That little voice in you, you know it, listen to it. The world is on your mind, and you want to achieve a lot of the goals that you set out to achieve, and you will. You have received Queen of Swords. You're going to be that conqueror. You're going to be that person sitting in that throne and not just on the toilet. You're going to be actually sitting on a throne, a nice, good, comfy chair. Could be an incline chair, who knows? But that chair is going to be quite comfy and it's looking nice. Take charge, take the lead. This is call to action. You will see yourself there, but you have to think things through. And that is what I got from that reading for the tarot cards. Did you
I
want to
thought
use
that
any
great
oracles?
job. Great job. That was beautiful reading.
Well, thank you. And I loved yours too. I felt like ours
Yes, I have
connected
a
again.
I know, right? They always connect.
Yeah, consistent.
So I'm gonna pull 3 oracle cards. All right, my 3 oracle cards, I believe, tie into from what I'm feeling and seeing. This is gonna tie into my reading, then your reading, and then this one. So right now, you're trying to figure out what your destiny is, which way you need to move. Um, the, the things that are important to you. It's like you have so many options here that you've got to decide what is best for you. What is that destiny? What is your goal? What is your end game that you want? Only you can decide that. You're going to have so many options, but you need to pick what's the most important thing for you. If you're in too much of a haste, if you just want things done, wham bam, thank you ma'am, I want it now. Well, that foundation and the achievement of these things are not going to work in your favor at all. Um, so that's reverse. You're not going to have the success, the happiness that you want. Um, there's not going to be joy. If you got it, you wouldn't be content with it. You'd wonder, why did it turn out like this? Because you were in a hurry. You just kind of wanted to pick the easier bout of your destiny instead of picking the most important that you knew you could do better with, but you didn't want to do all the work to get it. The last one is showing, because of this, because of the choices, if you're not careful, you're going to suffer an emotional loss. You're going to feel like you've lost yourself, and not understand how that came to be, how you lost yourself. So you need to take a step back, look at the options in front of you, figure out what is my number one priority and what is the least important thing. Everything may be important, but what can you set aside to do now and what can you wait for? Set a timeline for yourself. What can you wait for? But don't pick the easiest thing and really not have to find out information for it, because you're in a haste, you want to get things done. Because in the end, you're going to be emotionally drained. You're going to feel lost. Everything is going to start consuming you. So you just need to be careful.
That's deep. I agree. I started pulling some cards. Ladies and gentlemen, if you take a minute to look at some of these things that I just drew for you, we got the metamorphosis. Trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. Now, the funny thing is the consistency in these readings. It doesn't matter how many times we shuffle, you're going to get the same answer because the universe, it works in mysterious ways. Otherwise, we would be saying something completely different. She would be saying something different. I'd be saying something different. But it's consistent. And we're not going to give you mixed
Exactly.
messages. So we're both in tune, she and I. Metamorphosis, and you can see it for yourself. Beautiful butterfly. I love butterflies. Again, trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. Next, you have nature. Sometimes all you need is to go outside, breathe the fresh air, to remember who you are and where you want to be. Nature. Nature is a beautiful location, specifically like the ocean, which we're going to get into that video today. It's a wonderful location for empaths to recharge their battery and regain their energy, both mind, body, and spirit. And the last encouragement card that I'm going to draw is the learn to grow with others, overcome obstacles by working together, touch each other's hearts while life lasts. Again, you're going to have this partnership that is coming into place, but if you take things slow, you'll be able to enjoy things a lot better. Go out, go on dates, go travel, but you can't travel, to some of the locations that you want to go to if you don't have that financial stability. Now, if you want to go outside and go for a walk, there's plenty of things to do that don't you don't have to have all this money to go do. You can go for a walk, okay? Nature, go outside, go talk, go to a park, go to the beach. If there's a lake, a spring, fishing, whatever it is that you can do that doesn't mean that you have to come out of pocket, that brings you closer to nature. That's what you want to do right now. And with you and your partner, it's the best thing to do.
Exactly.
It brings you closer.
Exactly.
And it's
Hmm.
100%. And then we're going to
And
get
that's important.
into empaths. It is important. We're going to get into empaths and self healing. Ladies and gentlemen, here is our opening video for you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, again for joining us. Lizzie, go right into it with today's topic.
Okay. So, um, I think that we should talk about problems that empaths face in general and in life, and actually that could actually be part of maybe business if they're at work. Um, so the number one, the first thing I see is emotional overwhelmingness going on. Due to the heightened sensitivity, so many people around, it can cause exhaustion, anxiety, difficulty in distinguishing your emotions from those around you. So we have to learn how to balance ourselves, ground ourselves, take care of ourselves. Um, we got to do our own emotional regulation on stuff. Meditate. We can journal. Um, we can do things that give us peace and joy, even if it means
Mhm.
taking yourself out of a work environment. If you have to go take a bathroom break,
Right.
just to compose yourself, to go back in, so you'll be able to ground yourself.
I agree.
This one is you got to be careful not to absorb others because we don't mean to do it. We can just walk into a room and it's like we're the sponge and everything that's coming off of everybody just seems to soak in us. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so we have to be careful of the people and the surroundings around us. Um, Sometimes we can try to visualize different things. We can um, try grounding ourselves more, cleansing. We can do smudging or salt baths. And for some people, it may be easier at the end of each day. Smudge yourself. Some may want to, take salt baths every day just to get that excess off of them if they're really sensitive to things.
Right. And if you're allergic to any of these things that we mentioned, like some people are like, oh,
And
salty
I'm
salt
sure,
things
just like me,
irritate me. Don't worry about it. It'll be all right. You'll find something that'll
right,
work. There's a
right,
lot of things that work. A lot of things.
right. You can do incense. You can do sage. Uh, Circle it around you. So if you can't do the salt, that's fine. If you can't do incense, try sage.
Mm-hmm.
Even let an incense stick and leave, and then come back. So you're still walking back into that cleansing environment where it's going to peel off of you.
Yes. Empaths keep finding themselves tired a lot. Always tired.
Yes, 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 we do. Have
And we
Have
don't
you
take
had a
light
hard
to
time
being lied
saying no to
to.
people? It's true.
I've been told. I've been told that I have a hard time saying no to people. Um, I know that I've said no. I'll say no at first, and then like many times, but then eventually I give in.
Right. And it's funny because empaths are they're the people that have a we often feel once we feel that person's energy, we want to be able to fix it. We want to be able to be that healer, but yet it's like we're sacrificing ourselves to help others, but we're sacrificing ourselves internally as well. It's like a battle,
Yes.
within us because
Yes.
we're rejecting our own needs to help other people.
Yes. And I think there's a fear. I think there's a lot of fear that has to do with being afraid that someone is going to call us out saying, well, maybe you're the narcissist. Maybe you're the selfish one. We're like, well, how
High
is that when
tuning
I really
entertainment.
did care?
Right. Exactly.
You know, I'm like, I don't see myself as a dark empath, and I don't see
Right.
you as they are out there. Um, but that's not in this life. Um,
Right.
Caring too much has always been one of the weaknesses that
Right.
it can be a strength, but it could also be a weakness that an empath has. Could be a strength or and a weakness. It's like it's a double-edged sword there.
Very true. Very true.
And
We
and
just got to learn to be able to set.
boundaries,
Yes,
big time.
I do agree. I do agree. I think this also, because of that, because of not being able to fully set boundaries, we also have problems with decision making sometimes. We find ourselves in that dilemma of what do we do because we want to help the person, but again, how is that affecting us? So it's like we're playing tug of war with ourselves. Um, because we're overwhelmed. So we have to be able to step back and not try to fix everything all at once because it's just too consuming. Um, it's an overload.
I agree. Empaths may find it challenging to turn off their empathic abilities, leading to a constant stream of emotional input that can be challenging to manage. And as some people, if you ever had somebody tell you, why are you stressed out? Like they ask you, why are you stressed out? Just if you want to be happy, just be happy. Well, hold on a minute. This is why we're having this conversation in the first place. I mean, I don't. I'm gonna be honest. The way I handle conversation, it with another person, with any other person, doesn't matter who. It could be you, Lizzie, could be anybody. I'm. I don't have a problem being transparent about, hey, what I'm going through. Like, listen, I'm not okay today. I don't feel really well. I don't feel like I feel like my focus is off. I have no problem communicating that with you because that way it spares you the aggravation of turning around saying, Lee, what's the matter with you? Well, you won't even have to ask me. I just told you. You know, I'm sparing you the aggravation.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
I had a problem last week with
So
memorizing a
as
lot of
you,
stuff. Like I couldn't remember a lot of stuff
mhm,
last week. I don't know about you, Liz, but last week for me, I found myself lost on Thursday. Thursday specifically, I don't know what energy I was picking up, but I felt so lost. The word lost, like feeling lost, took place on Thursday last week. And if anybody can relate to that, please let me know.
I did. I truly did.
I've been picking up on a lot of people's
But I
energies.
like it because you know what? This also shows that right. We have to acknowledge our own. We have to acknowledge our feelings. There's nothing wrong with. Oh, that's good. Too deep entertainment. Good. It's always good to acknowledge your feelings. Don't be afraid to tell somebody, listen, I just can't. Like you were saying, you literally have to stick up for yourself because you throw
Right.
we us empaths throw so much of ourselves out there for other people, and no one under like the people who aren't empathic don't understand how draining it is. So
Oh
it's
my God.
okay to
Hit the
say,
nail on
you
the
know what,
head.
I
Yeah.
today I need me day.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Too deep. Other energies beyond you, and you have no idea.
Yes. That's why if you think about it, a lot of times the Chinese, how they want you to take your shoes off and you replace your shoes with wabakis or slippers. That's because what all the dirt and all of
Right.
the toxic energies that you possibly had outside, it's on your feet. Our feet, that's the root. Well, the root, it's not the root chakra, but it's close. Dang near close to it. But the feet, I say it's the root of the tree. You're like this tree and you walking around, right? You're carrying, how trees that, the wind blows and the wind might blow some dust on you and might some pollution. Whatever you bring outside, you can possibly bring into someone else's house and you don't even know that. That's why the Chinese, they say, please take off your shoes before you come into my house. Um, and of course, sometimes you just don't want to because depending on whose house you're walking in, you might not want to take your shoes off. Hopefully, just bring your own wabakis. Bring well, that's Japanese for, wabaki is like a slipper. Bring your own slippers or what have you, because you don't know what's also in that person's house. All you want to do is go say hi and interaction. We're losing social interaction so much because we got social media. It's really taking up people are not socializing like they used to anyway. It's not like no, we want to encourage people not to. We want to encourage you to socialize and socialize with
And
people who are sensitive and who are empaths. But there's a way to do it and there's a way to help yourself Because even if you're not an empath, you might also be affected mentally, emotionally, and physically, and you might not even know why.
Right.
That's why I do a lot of meditations, emotional
Right.
healing, meditation, mind blocking meditation
And
as
I
a
think
routine for the
for
last month, every day, the last 16 hours. Very cool. Very good. Too deep. He's on a roll. He on a roll. Go ahead, share it with us. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Liz.
mm-hmm. And I think a lot of us, besides the we got to be careful what we bring in. I think within us as well, we have to think before we respond, because what comes out of our mouths, is this coming from inside of us? So we're also carrying something that we didn't get from outside, something that built up. So we also have to think before we respond, because what you spit out outside can get to somebody else, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to cause somebody else to pick up on stuff that was unnecessarily from us. So we also have to be mindful of that.
Chakra healing for the last 5 years. That is very good. So, Too Deep, thank you so much for sharing that. We are going to get into
Yes,
chakras in one of our episodes. Um, Not this one, but today, because today we really wanted to talk about
yes,
the struggles, at all of the list of the struggles, but we will go into chakras and also crystals, because there's a lot of misconceptions with the crystals. And then which is it's kind of understandable. It's like one of those things, if you don't know something, then you're gonna immediately just listen to what Hollywood has sold you. um but there's, we're gonna set the record straight with that. I think we did get into a little bit of crystals and sage and
yes.
chakras in our first season, but we didn't go as deep as we could. um Sometimes we try to break for a commercial break, but this we haven't been doing it right now because we really have a lot to share with you all and to say, and that the commercial break sometimes it takes away from the messages that we have to share, and also the tarot card readings. But the commercials will start taking place, so please tune in, don't miss it, or
Yes.
catch the replay. Go ahead and read what he said, Miss Liz.
Exactly. What I've learned is, because energies get on you and you don't know. I have meditation on all day, cooking, cleaning, recording, doing everything, being around people. You have to have meditation so you can get it off.
Yes.
I'm, meditation is it it works great for some people. Not now, not everybody does it work for, but a lot of people it does. And if you're one that loves meditation, that's great that you can do that. You have that mindset to focus and be able to ground yourself that way.
What if you're not someone who finds that meditation is easy for them to do, or they just can't seem to, do it? What options do you have?
I believe some people might enjoy yoga. Some people might enjoy painting. Some people just literally need a visualization, not just the silence. They need to see something. Um, some people might find their tranquility in listening to music, whether it's some sort of nature sound or just taking a moment to listen to any sort of music that they prefer that maybe is calming. And that's another way to help. If you're just the type that can't do the silence by yourself meditation, there's
Yes. Thank you for
other
highlighting that.
options you can do for
Thank you for highlighting it.
visualization
Yes.
and stuff.
Thank you for highlighting that the silent meditation. And really, there's different forms of meditation. That's so thank you for highlighting that. There's some people they use, especially musicians, and I know Too Deep is some musicians. So musicians use music to meditate. They have people who do song healing. They have people who do sound, like sound waves, sound healing. And what you're doing is meditating. Meditation is the very definition of meditation is just the focus on something. And sometimes you're focusing on just your breathing. And so
Right.
things are quiet. Sometimes you're focusing on your breathing and listening to the sounds of the ocean. So it's not really ever quiet per se, but it's just literally the focus of something. Like I said, lots of people have different types of meditation and different ways to relieve stress,
Right.
anxiety, and some people, because if it was just all silence then people would just take a nap. And even then, you might not get full silence because some people they can't sleep because they got a house full of people making noise, bing, bling, blang, bang, drummers and whatever. A lot of people making a lot of noise, children. Put your headphones on, listen to some music, sound waves. Again, there's different forms of meditation. So, you know, um, and yoga, doing yoga, I found
Yes.
that meditate when we meditate doing yoga, again, we listen to song, we listen to music, we listen to chimes, we listen to bells. We don't do all these pretzel positions like everybody thinks. It's not always that. There's different types of yoga, and there's different types of yoga classes, like different levels. So whichever one fits you, that's the level that you go to, and those are the exercises that you do. And my God, it'll help you if you have hypothyroidism, or hyperthyroidism, or problems with weight loss or weight gain. Yoga is a great class to go to. If you go to a yoga class, sometimes they have them free in your area locally. You know, it could be very emotionally taxing to be an empath. But one huge misconception is to suggest that being an empath completely sucks. No, it doesn't. At least not to me, because that would mean that my life completely sucks. That anything about me completely sucks. It doesn't. It has nothing to do. It I guess depends on your mindset. Your mindset has a lot to do with how you carrying on with your life.
Right. So Too Deep says, listen to Lily helped me a lot with my dad passing. Thank you, Goddess. Focus is a hard thing in this world, and yes, focus. I just ain't never did yoga dancing.
Yeah, yoga, there's different levels of yoga, and I'm so glad that my music has helped you, and I plan to work with you someday. And Lizzie, but don't forget our music is still brewing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be healing for you too. Different types of music make people feel better. It could be Nickelback, it could be Linkin Park, it could be Flyleaf. And did you know? I don't know if you knew this, Liz. Did you even know that Flyleaf is a Christian rock band?
No, I did not.
I didn't either until I heard the song "All Around Me," and then she was explaining. The lead singer was explaining you know how she came about writing that song. And then I was like, wait, what? I didn't really. She explained about them being a Christian rock band. I'm like, wait, what? I didn't even get that notion. Not when I first heard, the way she would yell. And there were some people in the comment section that were explaining that that band particularly just they don't put Jesus in your face. I'm like, Jesus in your face? Can we talk about this? Can we talk? What the heck does that mean? Like, okay, so you don't like, okay, so if someone was talking to you about Buddha and they went on and on about Buddha, you would get mad at them? You see the whole the hypocrisy here that we live in today's society. Why do people get so mad when somebody is very like happy and they feel exhilarated when they talk about yoga, when they talk about right reiki, when they talk about Jesus? If something makes you feel good, you talk about it. You can talk about it as many times as you want in your song. You're sharing that it makes you feel that good.
Right.
Have mercy, Lord. Have mercy, Lord. And if I
Right.
wanted to say have mercy, Lord, a million times in my song, does it make me feel good? And I'm like, hallelujah. Guess what? I'm gonna do it. Don't
And if you don't like it, don't listen to it. No one's making you
listen to
listen
it
to
then.
it.
Then it's not gonna be all in your face. Then it's not gonna be all up in your face. Right, Liz? That will put it all in your face.
Right. Right.
So what happens when an empath gets angry, Liz?
Oh, all can you repeat that? We're on a delay,
What
so
happens when
it broke up.
yeah, what happens when an empath gets angry, upset, angry here?
What what happens when you get upset and angry? Today is just our technical difficulty day, so just bear with us, folks. Oh, what happens when an empath gets angry? Oh, yes. That's a good. I love that question. Um, I think that we hold so much in already. We try not to. A lot of us try not to even be a part of an argument. We try to leave an argument because we feel so much coming off of other people as it is. So when we get angry, it's amplified like a lot, probably 50 or 60% more because now we're feeling Joe Schmo's energy and Sally Sue's energy, and now we have our own. So it's kind of mixing and meshing together. But once we have that moment, we are getting ready to explode. There shouldn't be a question as to, I don't understand. Why are you that upset? What is wrong with you? Why are you saying this? Why are you acting this way? Why aren't you doing this? Well, when you've pushed us to the extreme, don't be surprised. Because usually empaths try to be docile. We try to hold back. But if you bring out the worst in us, don't get upset about it when we have something to say. Because eventually we want our voices heard. Because the docile us, um, and I'm sure, as you know, Lily, uh, the docile part of us, we can we try to, you know what, I'm just going to breathe this one away. I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear what was said. I'm going to pretend that they didn't look at me this way. I'm going to pretend that that didn't happen. I'm going to pretend I wasn't honked at. I'm going to pretend beep beep. No one didn't do that to me. But once we're
Mm-hmm.
pushed to that limit, you know, you gotta let it run its course. So,
Exactly.
yeah, what do you think happens, in your opinion?
Empaths have a highly sensitive nervous system, and so sudden rush of anger can feel overwhelming, disorienting, and even make us feel physically ill. Um, and a lot of times it takes a lot, like for me as an empath, it takes a lot for me to be angry. It takes a lot. I think I would find myself feeling the sense of sadness before the sense of anger came. Um, Too deep mentions discern if it's your anger or someone else's. That's awareness. Yep. We encourage people to, that's why we encourage people to,
Mhm.
when we do the readings, and we get those readings that say, take your time. That's how you can gain awareness, is if you slow your pace, slow your roll. Don't be so quick to jump in to any situation that we're talking about. Don't be so quick to jump in any situation. If
Exactly.
you're not aware of your own anger, it's hard to be aware of it
Right.
if it's someone else's anger on you. That's true. And this is why we say again, take your time, breathe in, breathe out, reflect, and dissect the situation as best you can. You got to use what you know and learn. If you don't know something,
Right.
learn. So, and we're here to share. We're here to share. We may experience dizziness or shortness of breath or vision problems such as seeing spots. Oh Lord, yes, the spots before the eyes, or experiencing blurred vision. If you find that your vision is being blurred and it's always affected, guess what? That's the chakra that you want to focus on. If you find that you're getting headaches on again, that's the chakra you want to focus on, your crown chakra. We're going to get into chakras a lot later on another topic, cuz but I will get into it a little bit. The chakras have a lot to do with every area of our body for healing. Your crown chakra, okay, your heart chakra, your, every chakra that we had, that we're going to talk about later, because we're starting from crown to all the way down to your root chakra, and that's a lot to go through, and a lot to explain. But like I said, the best thing to keep it short, sweet, and simple, because I know that
Yes.
Lizzie
Yes, it
doesn't do the
is.
chakras.
Yes, it is.
Lizzie, you don't do the chakras yet, right?
Uh, what do you mean? I don't do the
Like, do you
chakras.
do chakra healing or yet? Have you done any chakra healing on yourself as an empath? Or have you found that it works for you? Because I know every empath is doing different things because they're trying to see which ones really work best for them.
Right. Yeah.
We have a
For
little bit
me,
of that
not so
technical difficulty right there.
much work. Yes. Working. I work on my crown chakra, the heart, the throat chakra. But the other ones, I have found what works for me in those other areas. And like you said, there are so many chakras, and we don't have enough time right now to explain all the other ones and everything else, which we'll do, like you said, another episode to explain what these
About the
other
chakras,
chakras
yeah.
are and how they help or hinder us. Depends, but you just, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
And then hold on for a minute, real quick. What I wanted to say, I know I'm like disappearing right now. My little disappearing act. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the seven chakras. There's seven of them. I always start with the crown. Some people start with the base or the root. The first chakra is red or black. Um, and that really deals with the bottom, when you're that's what I'm saying. You're gonna find that if you were to lay down or whatever you were doing, they were doing the healing, they will mostly focus on that, and goes all the way down to your feet. I've done the chakra healing from the crown all the way down to the feet. And when you're done doing it, again, I'll explain about how it's done. A lot of people, like different healers, will start where they find that they sense the pain that you're going. If you're going through pain in your knee, or you have it in your stomach, your solar plexus. My solar plexus gets affected a lot. And then if it's not my solar plexus so much, it would be like my third eye area, my crown chakra. So I'd have to do like a lot of crown and eye, and I find myself having to do to really work on all my chakras, not so much the heart as much as, or the spleen, as much as the crown, third eye, solar plexus, and not even my root chakra need help. Trust me, I only have just the three. What I said, three, yeah, yeah, three. The crown, the third eye, my solar plexus. Sometimes those
Mhm.
are the main ones that get out of whack. If you notice, I didn't even mention the throat because I don't have a problem with that chakra. I don't. I If I did, I wouldn't talk so much. Liz knows. She's like, she talks plenty. You ain't got to worry about her talking. She talks plenty enough. I ain't got to, if I were, and it doesn't have to do with like just talking. If you have a problem finding the right words, you might want to meditate over your throat chakra. And in order to meditate, you have to know how to pray. I had to really get in tune with praying better.
Agree.
When I started doing Reiki, I realized the connection. I realized that I wasn't connecting as strongly as I could have until I started practicing Reiki. That's when I started working with the chakras. That's when I started working even better with my yoga. And that's when I started to really pray strong, even more strong than I did before. Um, in one of our episodes, I promise we will get to like the meaning behind chakra healing, the wheels, everything, the gemstones. Gemstones are often used to strengthen and balance our chakras. That's why we have them. Um, you just have to really dive into that one, and that's really long. Today's topic, we're going to get back to it right now and talk about how some may hyper attune to those around them to stay safe. So if you feel like you want to stay safe with another empath because they're the one that's going to, they understand you. How was it like when I met you, Lizzie? We connected right away. We were able to tell that both of us, we were like spiritually connected. We were able to sense that right off the bat. This
Yes,
was
yes, we did.
years ago. This was years ago, ladies and gentlemen. That was years ago. I kid you not.
It feels like forever, though.
It it
Yeah.
it it can. It feels like it's been like a hot minute. If you find yourself stuttering like I do, that's probably when I would do the throat chakra healing. When an empath, I'm looking over my notes. When an empath hurts, we can talk about it's commonly or highly empathetic people who get emotionally overwhelmed. When we say that, doesn't mean that, oh my God, we're these big crybabies. It has nothing to do with that. It's literally a person who is capable of picking up on not just your face expression, but what's behind it, what your intentions are.
Right.
They can feel it. So now
Right.
that's what makes them an empath.
Right.
They have that extra remember Shadow on Homeward Bound? Remember how he said he had a sixth sense? Think of it that way. We are the ones that have
Yes.
that sixth sense. We're
Yeah.
the ones that you go to and you say, "Hey Lizzie, what kind of vibes did you get from so and such?" And then she'd be the one to tell you, "Oh yeah, no, well," and then I'm gonna be honest, sometimes we can't say anything because the person that wants the answers, they don't really want the answers. They just want to hear what you're trying to say, and then they try to pin you as a bad guy. Oh Lord.
Well, well, some people they just ask to ask, but not the fact that they really want to know the answer. It's almost like they seem to do it out of just to have a conversation, but really don't care what the answer is because they want to continue on with whatever they were discussing.
Exactly. Well, then I hope you tune into one of our episodes. We'll let you know. We'll have to let you know when we're doing the chakra episode too deep. That one's gonna be great. He uses the throat chakra before recording. It is a good technique. It's just like, if we before we even start this episode, each episode, We do a prayer before we start. We pray. I pray. Do you pray, Liz? I pray
I
before I
do
eat and go to
pray.
bed. In your face, people.
Yes.
All in your face.
And I
You don't
pray
like
when I
it?
wake up. Mm-hmm.
Are we ready for our next tarot card reading? Because I'm ready. Go ahead, Liz. Drop it on them.
Yes. Okay. Oh, okay.
Ooh, they're
All right.
speaking today on my end, girl. These cards.
So, yeah, that's what I got over here. That is what I got over here. So your first card is the new beginnings reversed. So if you're waiting for a change to happen, there we go. If you're if you're waiting for a change to happen right now, it's not going to happen because there's something you need to take care of that you've not taken care of. Also, you actually know what you need to do. So this is your intuition card reversed. So it's telling you you know what to do, but you're going against everything that you know is right to do. Maybe it's to appease somebody else instead of doing what you need to do to take care of you. So in order for you to be able to have a new, clean, fresh start, you're still allowing other things to happen that you know is wrong. Now, funny is 2D had talked about chakras. Here, it's the third eye chakra. So not only is the intuition turned around, since this is in reversal, this is showing that you're not even you can see what's about to happen, but you're ignoring what's about to happen. You're closing your third eye off because you want to go blindly at this and just continue what you're doing, following somebody else and what they have to say. And your movement and choices right now, let's see what's show up. It's not going to show up. So your movement and choices right now is in reversal as well. So you can't even move forward to take care of the things you need to because you're stuck on other things that have nothing to do with you. It's almost like you're backing up someone else who's not going to be there to help you later. Your last card I have is the wishing game card, reversed. So this is even showing here that you're going to be waiting a very long time for anything to happen for you in a good way because you're still waiting to fix someone else's situation when you don't even know everything that's going on. So your intuition, your gut instinct, everything is telling you run, step away from it, and you still want to be there. So again, in order to have the new beginnings, a new start, you need to take better care of you. Step back, nothing to do with you. They're probably petty as it is, petty situations. You don't need to be tangled up in that. Get yourself a fresh start and turn things around for you so you can have a better outcome, so you can continue to move forward.
Right.
And that was the end of my card readings.
Okay. I received the Nine of Staves for, ladies and gentlemen, for your first as a general card reading. Using again the Goddess Tarot deck. The Nine of Staves. This is again all the emotions that you are confronting currently. There's a lot of things to reevaluate within your love life, within your workspace, and your friendship circle. If you find that your friendship circle is non-existent or is just decreasing, it's not necessarily a bad thing. And I'm not just saying that just to say it, it's really not. It's not necessarily a bad thing. And remember that this is a call for you to take a pause in your your work to consider the planning. Completion is so close and yet so far away. And that's only because it takes time. A lot of people don't like that. So while you're in this process of thinking, you have your four of staves, again with another staves card. This is actually really nice to consider that during your partnership, who you are coming in contact with or who you already have, that there will be this union between the two of you in the workspace. You're going to find that you're going to be achieving something that you both have been working very hard to achieve. This is good. Um, this person is obviously willing to wait, they're willing to work with you. Please consider that this is going to lead to stability of new ventures, a new home, accomplishing goals, some satisfaction, putting down roots, and also consider with not proper care and planning, the desire to put down roots too soon, too quickly is going to result in exclusiveness in doing so, wanting stability, frustrations at home, because maybe it's more than just, okay, I'm going to purchase this new house. It's also, do we really want to live together? Is this going to work? Is it going to benefit us in the long run, or is this something that is going to be temporary? Have that answer. That's for the planning. Plan together, communicate with each other more
Right.
with this partnership that you have so that you can get this thing. If you find that you need to just have your own space, then you have your own space. But this is something that I'm seeing that is gonna work out if you take precaution. So please just baby steps. Just like Lizzie's been saying. Don't be in a rush. Prince of Swords, reverse again. That's the most likely outcome. It's showing that if you do without proper planning, you're gonna make a mistake. And you're not gonna find yourself as in charge as what you thought, because you're too impulsive. You're not planning, or maybe somebody's ticking you off and it's pushing you to rush into that decision. You understand? That's stuff that I'm getting. These are like
True.
emotions and
Yes.
feelings that I'm picking up on. Like when somebody ticks you off, there's other people that, and it's not like I'm giving y'all more credit because maybe you're not giving that credit to yourselves. In general, you've been thinking about a lot of things, but now you don't even know what to do. You don't even know how to go about it. You're like, I just need a little guidance. I had a whole week of feeling lost. Remember what I said about Thursday last week? I felt lost. But I felt like it wasn't really my feelings alone. I felt like I was picking up on somebody. I'm like, whoever I'm connected to and I'm picking up on this. I feel lost feeling, feel stagnant, feeling in a rut, feel like I can't move forward. I want to so badly. I like, it's like that. That feeling that you just want to get in a car, you just want to run, you just want to go somewhere, you just want to just go, or you want to be that person that just goes for a
Yes.
walk and you be like, oh, I just want to walk. I just want to walk. I just want to go. I just want to go. I don't want to be stuck in a rut. I just want to go. But it's like it's too many things that's holding you back. In your past, you had a chance to indulge in some things, but you didn't allow yourself because of the simple fact that you were afraid that it was not the right decision. When you say to yourself, I'm not going to go on this vacation because I have too many priorities, too many bills I got to pay. I don't have the right financial income I don't have that budget for that vacation. I don't have the budget for that thing. So you
Yes.
stopped it. You paused it. You sacrificed. You said, I'm not going to do that. And it still left
Right.
you right in that spot that you're in to this day, because it's showing that you're still in that spot to this day, and you're like, should I have just taken a risk? Because at least I would have been doing something. Yeah, but then you would have been in a worse financial situation than you are right now. So you just want to have your fill. You're like, when is it going to be my turn? I'm ready. Am I
Indeed.
being punished? Is it taking long because I did something wrong to somebody or I did something wrong along the way and I'm being punished for it? No, you're not, sweetheart. Calm down. That's where you get your three of staves reversed. Okay. Remember, these reversals are gonna pop out when you're not thinking straight. You have to take your time. Calm down. Listen, I'm not just saying this to you, just to you. I'm saying it to myself too. I gotta say it to myself too. I gotta tell myself, calm down, girl. What's this is gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna
Exactly.
get through this. Exactly. But you're gonna card number 6 is in your future, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I this is the this once again, even in this card deck, it's showing me that you're going to have that outcome where you will be moving forward emotionally. Emotionally. You're gonna get right back on that horse. Hello. Yeah. You're gonna get right back on that horse. Your emotions, you assessed everything. You got an idea of where everything is going. It's not, you're not there yet. I'm showing you what's going to be. It hasn't happened yet. Chill, chill, chill. Don't rush. Don't rush the process, dang it. Take it slow. Take it real slow. Sorry. You got
Exactly.
your 6 of spades and you're in your future and it's coming. So that's showing that emotionally you're going to be ready. You're going to be pushing forward. You're prepared. So good, prepare yourself. If you fall a little along the way, that's part of the process. Remember, the universe is listening to what you want. You said you wanted certain things in your life, right? And I hope you were specific. Always be very specific. And depending on what you asked for, you are being prepared
Yes.
for what you asked for. So be careful. Remember that saying, be careful what you wish for. 3 of Cups reverse. This is how you see yourself. You had some people in your life. This is what this is showing me. You had or still have these people in your life that you hung out with a lot. In your mind, you were like the 3 musketeers. And you really wanted these people to stick around. But in your mind, that sort of fell apart. It's not there anymore. You want it back. But then you're like, but do I? There are some conflictions there because maybe these were people that you
Right.
didn't exactly get along, like you didn't agree, you don't have to agree with everything that your friends say, but you're thinking about the good times that you had. That's really what's on your mind. I think that's really what's making you think that that's what you want back in your life, because at least you were doing something. At least there were things going on in your life to make you feel like you were living, that you were taking
Right.
advantage of every day. It made you feel young. These people make you feel young, alive. So you have that on your mind that it's not where it used to be. Take what resonates, let go for the next person, whatever doesn't. You have the reversal for your 3 of Swords in ways people look at you, and you still got those 3. Okay, 3 of Cups and 3 of Swords. I believe this is showing the 3 people or 2, because maybe you're the third. Maybe you didn't do what you needed to do until say no. Remember what we were talking about? Do we have a problem saying no? You didn't say no to certain things with these folks, and so you found yourself in situations where you felt that they were backstabbing you. You felt there's a little bit of betrayal here. Um, and your heart has been poked at. So currently what's on your mind, or what's about to be on your mind, is the focus, like what we were talking about. Your Prince of Cups. This is what's on your mind. This is your focus. You really want to enjoy your fill. And you might be doing it on your own. And that's okay. Because remember, come what may, people will come and go in your life. Doesn't mean you're going to be alone forever. This doesn't have no sad story. Calm down. Your most likely outcome, should everything considered continued as shown, you have the sun. You're gonna get these people feeling good about themselves. Once they get their acts together, they have to go on their own journey. Give them that time, and you're gonna find that you're surrounded by love. You're surrounded by people who actually do care about you. They've got your back. They've proven that to you. You've proven that to them. So that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have that. Okay, let's see what you have. I'm gonna do. Liz, do you still have your? Was that your oracle or was that your tarot?
That was my oracle.
Okay, I'm gonna throw down some of these empowerment cards because I want to leave you all with that at the end. I don't want to leave you just with okay. There's so much to think about. I had so much to think about before we started this, Lily. What's your point? My point is you have to think some more. You're not done, brainiac. Don't get smart with me. Don't get smart with me. Behave yourself. All right, magical times are ahead. Let's do this. Let us do this. And then Liz,
All
you
right.
go right ahead. You're gonna drop it like it's hot. She's gonna drop it like it's hot, everybody. Here we go. Dignity. Ha ha. It's reversed though, sweetheart. Ladies and gentlemen, you need some dignity. Take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. Take a minute to pause on what you have accomplished. Why are you beating yourself up? Stop beating yourself up. All right. This dragon shouldn't be upside down. It should be right side up. It's upside down because you're being too hard on yourself. Can't you just take a minute and to look at the stuff that you really have accomplished? You didn't accomplish enough? Sweetheart, give yourself some credit. You really have done a lot. And I'm sorry that you don't see it, but you have. You've done so much. And you're leaving yourself not with much here. You have this is why your love is reversed. It's out of whack. It's out of whack. Listen to your heart. Remember that song? Listen to your heart. Embrace what makes you happy. There are 1 million reasons to love. There are a million reasons to love. Sorry, this you can't see it. So this is showing that that's why your love is out of balance, it's out of place. You haven't loved yourself. There's a huge difference between sacrificing yourself for the sake of love and now you're partaking in self-abuse. We're trying to do a lot of self-healing, not self-abuse or letting others abuse us and take advantage of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, get you have to work on that. You have to think about those things. Expectation, your expectation. This was reversed also, and it's showing that you need to be open for whatever comes next. It might just be the music your heart's been waiting to hear. We just mentioned music today before we had this reading. How many times? How many times
A
though?
lot of times.
Enough. So that's when you're gonna feel
Exactly.
like here's for the last card you have integrity. Drop the things that offend your soul. Embrace your truth. It's your life. Let no one live it for you. Strong words, y'all.
Hmm.
Strong words. This is not scolding. This is just showing. Don't shoot the messenger. Take what resonates. Let go for whoever needs to hear it. Um, but this is really showing in general that in this year of the dragon, we may be in a situation where we're all being way too hard on ourselves, all of us. Take a minute to give yourself more credit, please.
Hmm.
That's my suggestion. Liz, drop it like it's hot.
Yeah. All right. I have four cards for you. So the first one is the paradise. Paradise. Oh, it's not showing up. the Paradise card reversed. So, oh, there we go. It's reversed. This is letting me know that you you are again. This would be going off of something that Lee had mentioned, which is you need to feel joy and happiness and all this, but it's in the reversal. So it's almost like if you've done something, don't punish yourself for failing to not do something. You can turn that around. Enjoy your time with your friends. Let it be fun. Let it be, go on the paradise. Have fun. Feel that oneness. Have playfulness. Your next card is the karmic relationship. It's not showing up. Okay, but this talks about if you have any resentment, instead of harboring, and holding on to this resentment, why don't you express it? Say something to somebody, because that's going to stay with you for a very long time. You need to let go of things and understand that some of these things that happen, these are just lessons for you. So, how much did you learn anything from the lesson, or are you continuously doing the things that you're doing? Did you learn nothing from it? Because if you learned nothing, it's going to repeat itself over and over and over again. So be careful of a karmic relationship, whether it be friends, whether it be the person that you're with, whether it be a new relationship. Just be mindful of how you treat everybody as a whole. Um, the next card I have is the camera card. Is it Michelle? Probably not. Okay, the camera card. It wants you to be excited to reminisce on your past. If you find those moments in your past that you were happy, that you were joyful, hold on to those. Leave that as a keepsake in your mind. What did you learn from those experiences from the past that you can bring into the future with you? Make memories now. Don't dwell on what shoulda, coulda, woulda. Um, you can do the shoulda, coulda, woulda now with the new friendships, new relationships that you're with. It's okay. And your last card I have is a heart with a key. It's literally a heart with a key. So this is actually saying it's okay to welcome love. It could be friendship, relationship, welcoming love that way. It could be you're welcoming a new partner into your life, meeting meeting your. It could be, you know what, I'm meeting my bestie. I met my bestie Lee years ago. It could be you're coming to meet somebody else now, and this person you're gonna instinctually know I'm attracted to this person as far as there's something that meshes with us. We click. It's like we've known each other before, but you may never have met that person. Um, and just open up your heart and mind to things. That's why it's the heart with the key. Don't be afraid to open up your heart and your mind, and to be kind to people. Just because maybe situations for you didn't turn out well as you'd wanted to do before, don't be afraid to just open yourself up little by little, and see, there's so much that you can still offer other people. And
Mhm.
don't close yourself off. Don't take that lock and just use that key and just close yourself off, because that's not going to help you either.
It's true. Spit those facts, Queen. And please, empaths, shout out to all our fellow empaths.
That
Replenish yourself with water. You need lots of water. Drink up, sweetheart. Lots of
exactly,
water. Cheers to you.
exactly.
See? Mm-hmm.
Uh huh. Yes, yes, yes. Here we go.
I've been keeping it real cute
Mm-hmm.
today. I'm like, you know what? We got to remind y'all that we like to have fun too. We like to have fun.
We do. We do.
We laugh in the face of danger.
We can't always be serious all the time.
Oh, God, no. What you think this is, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
You know, we hope that you enjoyed the card readings and that they gave you some enlightenment, some awareness. Um, we hope that our feedback and our guidance was helpful. We understand that in everybody's life there are so many things to consider. People, work environments,
Yes.
chaka chaka,
Right.
many things to really consider. We ain't got all that time in the world.
Right.
I'll just try to give it to you straightforward. We get to the point and we make a long story short and letting you know that you just need to take time to think. Please don't be so quick to
And
jump.
thank you to 2T Entertainment for all his input here. It's been wonderful. And Little Ninja, it was great to see Little Ninja.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Thank you so much, Ninja. We appreciate you so much for tuning into the show. Take every means necessary financially, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Yes.
Take a minute to look at your finances before you take a next step. Think about before you decide if you're in a situation where you want to propose to someone, just take a minute to really think about if this is if not don't think about if the person's good in bed only. And don't think about, oh, I mean, I can't
Right.
force you to think about certain things, but I encourage you to reassess this. If you're hoping
Right.
that the relationship is going to survive solely based on the physical chaka chaka, sweetheart, it's not going to work. I mean, you can fight it all you want.
Right.
You can go ahead. Say what you want. It's not going to dismiss the facts. And then when you come back here to this dang show and you're like, you were right. I wish you well, boo boo. I do. Take your time. Maybe that person's not ready. Maybe they are the one, but maybe this is not the right time. Can we just consider that? Maybe that
Exactly.
person is the right person to ask to
Exactly.
propose to marry, but this is just not the right time. Find out why. Why is this not the right time? Huh? What?
Right.
What? Oh, thank you so much. Too deep. Thank you so much. Excellent, very fulfilling. Yes. And then
Yeah.
also I think we got a little bit of a troll up in here. Okay, so then what we do.
Yeah. It's
Shout out to everybody again. Shout out to everybody again who tuned into the show.
yes.
And we ask that you just, consider doing some self-reflection, self-healing, and we are so looking forward to you tuning into our next episode of Let's Talk Empath. Lizzie, in one of our episodes we will
Yes.
get we'll dive into the chakras. And it's not all that just she's gonna look into it so she can help me host that show, ladies and gentlemen, because your girl over here, I'm in tune with the chakras, but my girl, she she she's gonna read up on it and she's gonna tell y'all what she think. You know what I'm saying? Right, Liz? So we need that.
Right.
You need to
Yeah.
hear from
Gotcha.
different
I
empaths
gotcha. I
perspectives.
gotcha.
Yeah, from different empaths perspective, because we all go through things differently. We're not going to experience it the same way. We're all individuals. I was about to say something perverse, Liz, forgive me, but I'm not even going to go there. I think the only PG way I can say it is kind of like this. You know, when there's those certain situations in bed
Okay.
that work for this person, but it don't work for that. Same thing, same concept, ladies and gentlemen, same concept. Or how about there's that cake that has chocolate on top with the strawberry, and not everybody like that dang strawberry. Maybe they're allergic to it, but
Right.
they feeling the chocolate. But because the strawberry even touched the chocolate, now they can't even touch
Right.
that. You understand? That's the way it is. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful night. Go ahead, Liz. Wish everybody blessings. I'm gonna let you close
Right.
out the show.
Right. Many blessings to everybody. And remember to follow us on Facebook. Let's Talk Empath. Make sure you follow Leonessa. And you follow myself. You can find Leonessa on. Make sure to check out Flawless Dreams. You can check out her YouTube channel. She's on Facebook. She's on all social media platforms. You can find me on TikTok and YouTube under Elizabeth. See you, everybody. Many blessings.